On day 1, I spawned in as a little robot. Where am I? I look to be in some kind of science factory, in a tiny testing compartment, with some guy in a lab coat staring at me. Am I some kind of experiment?
Yes, and a failed one at that.
Hey, what do you mean by that?
You are a useless product. I need strong robots for my army if I am to take over the world. And maybe Rose will love me again.
Rose, take over the world? I can help you. I'm strong.
No, I've made up my mind. Off to the incinerator you go.
Incinerator? No, wait, I'm useful. I promise.
Just because you can talk doesn't mean you're useful. You're weak. I never should have created you.
The scientist pulled a lever, and I dropped down. Ah! I landed on a conveyor belt, and it was slowly moving toward a giant furnace. No, I can't go like this. It's only day 1. With only 1 mere second left, I jumped off the conveyor belt, saving myself from a fiery death. Ah! Oh, I'm alive. Well, what's all this? Slime? At least I'm okay. Thank the maker. Wait, he's the reason I'm in this mess. I looked around and noticed I was in some kind of warehouse. Better take a look around. See if there are any clues as to why I was brought into this world. I found an entire room of humans in freezers. What the heck? This scientist guy is mad. I left the freezer and then heard a noise. It sounded like someone approaching, so I hid next to a crate and went into box mode. And as I was hiding, the scientist walked in and started staring at his frozen experiments.
Now phase 2 is almost ready to commence.
Phase 2? I waited for the scientist to leave before I finally went out of hiding and found my way out of this crazy factory. For day 2, I traveled as far away from that place as possible, but I couldn't help but wonder what my purpose is. Am I just meant to be evil and destroy everything in my path? While I was wandering, I saw a human throwing their unwanted items away.
Don't need these apples, this stone sword.
He was throwing the items everywhere, not caring that he was littering. Hey, what are you doing with all this stuff? Why aren't you just putting it in chests?
I mean, it's all trash anyway.
So what? That doesn't mean you can just dump it wherever you want, especially these sticks. You can recycle them.
Whatever, dumb robot. You can't tell me what to do.
The human then started hitting me. Luckily, I had 10 hearts and could take a hit, but I wanted to fight back. So I took out the sword he threw away. Take this, you big bully.
Hey, that hurt. I hate you.
The bully then ran away, and I felt bad for hurting him. Oh no, maybe I am evil. Sad. I figured I should stop feeling bad for myself and move on with my life. So since I had some sticks, I thought I could make tools. So I went and punched some trees for some wood. There you go, crafting bench and a wooden pickaxe. Just then, thunder struck, and I knew rain would follow. Don't want to rust up, I can get more wood tomorrow. I quickly found a cave to hide in for the night, best to avoid water. Don't want to short circuit. I chilled in that cave all night until the rain finally stopped. It was now day 3, and the rain finally washed away, so I decided to do some gathering. I got more wood from outside and stone from the cave. This should be enough for all my tools. I then made a stone pickaxe, a hoe, an axe, and a new stone sword. Alright, what's next? Oh, coal. I continued looking in the cave and found plenty of coal. I'm gonna need this for torches, and when I get iron. After that, I left the area and made my way to a village. I'm starving. Maybe this place has some crops. Oh, a little farm. Score. I started collecting all the wheat and veggies, but it didn't last long. A villager showed up, and he looked furious.
Stop taking my food, you dirty robot. Get out of here.
Yes, sir. I ran as fast as I could and finally got out of sight from the village. Phew. Guess it's time to chow down. Nom, 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 nom. Wait, I'm a robot, but I'm eating human food. It might have not made sense, but my hunger bar went up, so I guess I use food as fuel, just like living creatures. Best not overthink it. Near the area, I found a futuristic-looking site. Maybe the scientist has something to do with this place. I was curious, so I climbed inside and went down a few hallways where I found 4 chests. There are some strange-looking materials. There were a bunch of different types of metal and rams, so I gathered them up, but I found one more really cool item. A laser! Awesome! I gotta test this out. I equipped the laser ability and left the structure before anyone could see me taking the item. items. I really want to test this laser, but on who? I found some sheep nearby and started shooting at them. This is so cool. I can shoot them out of my eyes. I'm like Superman. However, the fun ended when I killed one of the sheep. Oh no, what have I done? I was mortified. I felt like my evil tendencies were kicking in. I'm sorry, little sheep. From this day forward, I vow to never kill another innocent creature ever again. During day 4, I spotted another village, so I decided to check it out.
You, out now. We don't want your kind.
Why? What did I do?
We don't want any more of those mad scientist experiments rolling around here.
But I'm different. I'm trying to stop the scientists from engaging in phase 2.
And what exactly is phase 2, huh?
I'm not sure yet, but I will soon.
See, I knew you were wasting my time. Now get going.
Okay. I rolled away all sad-like until I heard some chattering from a nearby house. So I peeked my eyes through the window.
Come on, sit, you dumb robot. Ugh. Mom, return this dumb toy.
While the coast was clear, I decided to check it out for myself. Hello?
Hi, I'm Blaze. Would you like to see me set this place on fire?
No, cancel!
Cancel? Okay.
Blaze, follow me. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Okay. Blaze will follow the scrap box.
What? I'm not a... Ugh, never mind. Let's go. We slowly made our way out, and everything was going smoothly until...
Hey, that robot is stealing Timmy's toy.
Get him!
No, I'm not stealing. This is all a misunderstanding. Please don't hurt me. I had no choice but to prepare for the beating, so I hid inside my little box. But something incredible happened.
Blaze attack mode activated.
Blaze let out an enormous amount of fire and began setting all the angry villagers on fire.
Ah, it burns! It burns!
We never meant to harm you!
Sorry everyone. Come on, Blaze, let's roll. It was now days 5 and 6, and we eventually made it to a nice clearing. All right, Blaze, you can't just hurt people.
Blaze is sorry. Blaze was just trying to protect new friend.
It's okay, buddy, and thanks for the help. I told Blaze that we needed to set up a base so we could protect ourselves, and this was as good a spot as any. I want to make it look futuristic, so we're gonna need stone, iron, diorite, and andesite. We set out to look for materials and gathered as much as we could. I even was able to upgrade to an entire iron armor. All right, that's enough excavating. Let's get building. We made the outline of the base and filled it with strange gears and gadgets to really make it feel like a robot would live here. This is very steampunk. I like it. We made a living room, a bedroom, and even a doggy house for Blaze.
This is Blaze's new home. Blaze will keep it in tip-top shape and destroy anyone who harms it.
I had just realized I never asked Blaze where he comes from.
Blaze was created by the scientist in his lab, another of his failed experiments. He made me to be a loyal killing machine, a guard dog, if you will, but he hated my design. You're far too cute looking to be a guard. I'll find another use for you. He then gave Blaze to his daughter, Rose, as a toy.
Oh, I love you, Blaze.
Blaze loves you too. Let's play. But one day, we were playing too hard, and Blaze used his flames by accident, almost burning his friend.
Ah, it's hot.
Get away from her, you monster! Blaze doesn't remember what happened after that. All Blaze knows is that Blaze has been alone for a long while.
That's awful. I'm sorry that happened to you. I knew that the scientist needed to be stopped before he gets even crazier. Do you know where the scientist may be?
Blaze is not sure. Some of Blaze's memory banks were wiped clean.
That's a shame. I knew I needed to go looking for the scientist, so I asked Blaze to stay and watch the base while I was gone.
You can count on Blaze. Guard duty activate.
The journey from days 7 to 8 took me far, far away from home. Eventually, I made it to a desert. My parts are beginning to overheat. I hope I find some shelter soon. I kept on trucking, but there was nothing in sight. I think this is it. I'm lost here forever. The sun began to set, and I finally saw something in the distance. Oh, good. There is something here after all. When I arrived, I couldn't believe my eyes. There were all kinds of robots and grungy-looking people. No one seemed to want to talk to me until I finally found a little tiny looking robot. Excuse me, what is this place?
What is this place? I mean, what isn't this place? This is Scrap City. No laws, no rules, no one to tell us what to do.
Cool, my name is Bronzo. I'm looking for a mad scientist. Have you seen anyone like that around here?
Nice to meet you, Bronzo. My name is Sputnik. I've seen a lot of weirdo freaks around here, but a scientist in Scrap City? Highly unlikely.
Ah, okay.
Hey, you look like you can use a place to stay and recharge. Why don't you come to my place? I got a spare bed.
Well, I have been on the move for quite some time. I'll take that offer.
Follow me. Well, this is it. Sorry for the mess. I take whatever I can grab.
Thanks for the hospitality, Sputnik.
Don't mention it. Here's some food. I won't keep you any longer. Bed is right there. I'll be back later.
Phew, it's been a long day. On days 9 and 10, I got woken up by Sputnik.
Hey, Bronzo, wake up already, won't ya?
Okay, what is it?
The arena games are happening for the next couple of days. How could I forget?
Arena games?
Yeah, in those games, you basically fight until death, but hey, there's a ton of prizes if you're victorious. We can't miss it.
I thought for a moment it sounded really fun, but honestly, kind of scary for a robot like me. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm not even very good at fighting.
Oh, come on. Look at you. You made it this far without dying.
Thanks. You know what? Sign me up.
That's the attitude.
We were at the arena, and there were robots and humans cheering for the battles to begin. We've got a new guy in the house. Welcome, Bronzo. And make some noise for our returning gladiator, Black Death. Gulp, Black Death? Fight! The fight began, and my opponent was a giant netherite monstrosity who kept slamming his powerful fist onto the ground. Ah! It was a hard battle, and I ended up losing. We have a winner! Give it up for Black Death! I left the arena embarrassed. I then made it back to Sputnik's place.
Hey, Bronzo, you seem discouraged.
I couldn't win. There was no chance.
You can't just give up, Bronzo. Failing is part of succeeding. You need to get back up on your feet and try this again.
I don't know if I can do it.
What do you have to lose?
I don't know. My life? I'm just trying to stop this mad scientist, not become the best fighter. I gotta think on this, Sput.
Take your time. Just let me know if you want to get back into it tomorrow.
His words resonated with me. Perhaps I did have a chance of winning, and there was only one way to find out. Between days 11 and 13, I was busy taking care of some things when I heard a knock at the door. I answered without looking. I decided I'm not fighting, Sput, okay?
And why's that? You scared, little bot?
Who are you?
Your savior, that's who. With my help, you're gonna win the arena.
Well, sorry to say this, but you're too late. I'm done fighting.
Come on, you little wimp. Look, if you do this, I'll tell you where the mad scientist is.
You know where the mat? You drive a hard bargain, lady. Fine, I'll do it.
Great! All I want in return is some of that prize pool.
All right, so tomorrow I'll head out and...
Tomorrow? Not like that, you won't.
What do you mean?
You're gonna need some upgrades. Luckily, I know a pretty handy mechanic.
The mysterious girl walked around me and started fiddling with my bolts and plates. Hey, what are you doing?
Just hold still, will ya? This might hurt a bit.
Sparks and particles began to fly out of me. I was suddenly feeling very tingly. Ow! But the pain left quickly. What did you do?
I overloaded your circuit board. With all of that residual power hanging around, it'll be looking for someone to leap onto.
Like one of my opponents?
Exactly.
She began to leave, but not before turning around and saying one last thing.
Good luck, Bronzo. I'll be watching.
And just like that, she walked off. As the mysterious girl left the base, Sputnik rolled up.
So, have you decided to compete again?
I nodded. I'm ready. On days 14 through 17, I was back in the arena, ready to give this another chance. The crowd was going wild, and it was now my time. Let's do this. Ladies, gentlemen, and robots, welcome to the arena. We have a returning competitor, Bronzo. They will be up against your beloved Arachnon. Oh man, here we go again. Fight! fight began, and I battled with my sword and laser, until eventually he got hit by lightning. The Arachnon was dying in the flames, so I got them in their weakest moment and edged a win. Take that, you monster!
Yes! Go Bronzo!
I fought with all my might and won the first match. Everyone in the arena give it up for Bronzo! And now welcome our reigning champion! The giant entered the arena. He hit me with purple spikes from the ground and launched me into the air. But I went in with my laser and took him down. Good fight! Now welcome our next opponent. Remember, folks, the winner takes all. Fight! The battle began, and it was my toughest opponent yet. He even spawned iguanas that kept attacking me, making it harder to take him down. Luckily, I still had a lot of energy, and as he raged on, I managed to kill him and win the battle. The next battle got more challenging as it went on, and every new opponent showed up with unique abilities that I had to overpower. But as time went on, I became stronger and more confident that I was going to win. Robots and gents, your new champion, Bronzo! On days 18 through 21, I was back in Scrap City.
Congrats, Bronzo!
Thanks, guys. And as promised, here are half of my winnings.
No! Keep them! You earned them. I can't accept these, Bronzo. You did all the work.
Wow, you really are kind, Rose.
Rose? The Rose? As in the mad scientist's daughter?
Yep. That's me.
But why didn't you tell me this whole time?
I don't want to be known as the mad scientist's daughter. That's why. I'm embarrassed by what he's doing, and maybe I can help you stop him.
I see. Well, maybe you can. Do you happen to know where he is now?
I'm not sure. My dad has science labs hidden all over the place. He could honestly be anywhere, really, but I can always draw him out.
Why don't you stick with me and come back to my place?
Yeah, I can do that. I don't have much going on for me in Scrap City anyways.
Hey, Sputnik, want to tag along?
Nah, I love it here. This is where I belong. But hey, I may see you around someday.
Okay, take care, Sputnik. All right, let's get out of here. Rose and I left Sputnik in Scrap City and began making our way back home. On days 22 through 25, I made it back home and introduced Blaze to Rose. I think you guys could be great friends.
Hello there.
Nice to meet you, Blaze.
Make yourself at home, Rose.
Thanks. If I'm gonna stick around, then I'm gonna need a few things.
Okay, I can make that happen. What were you thinking?
For one, I want my own room, and I'm gonna need a proper lab.
Okay, a room I can manage, but a lab? How will I get one of those? Rose began telling me about how her father had labs scattered all across the place.
There's actually one not too far from this place. Here are the coordinates. You'll see a metal box in the middle of nowhere. Below will be the lab.
Then what? Wouldn't the mad scientist know immediately?
Yes, but take as much as you can before he gets there. I believe in you. Let's do something with those new parts you want at the arena before you go. I bet we could make something really creative with this.
This was a brilliant idea. So Rose used all of the items I had to transform me into my improved robot form with 20 hearts. Now this is what I call an upgrade. What do you think, Rose?
Oh wow, you look incredible.
Thanks! Check it out! I can fly! My flying powers were pretty iconic. I could only fly for a certain amount of time though. But this was a new skill that would really come in handy later.
This is epic! You're ready, Bronzo.
You're right. I can definitely do it now. I'll be back soon. For days 26 to 29, I followed the coordinates and finally saw the metal box. Once I was in there, I was inside a huge lab with all kinds of expensive gear. All right, there's no time to waste. I started gathering all the appliances, and as I grabbed them, a doctor came out to see what all the ruckus was about.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Taking all this stuff. Who are you?
I'm Dr. Fix, the scientist's old colleague.
A gulp?
Don't worry, I won't snitch on you, but I know you shouldn't be here.
Why are you helping him? You're just as bad.
It's true, but he's an old friend, like I said. That, and he pays me the big bucks.
I see. Why is he always this mad? I have to know if there's anything that can change his mind.
Perhaps Rose could change his mind, but last I heard, she wants nothing to do with him.
I need to find a way.
You better get leaving. He's coming now.
With that, I scurried out of the lab before the scientist could spot me. On days 30 through 33, I was leaving the lab when I encountered the scientist, and he was confused on how I survived.
Hello, my little experiment. I don't recall programming you to evolve.
How do you know it's me?
Because you're wearing a name tag.
Oh, well, why are you doing all these evil deeds? The scientist started telling me the story of how it all began.
I used to work tirelessly trying to create something my family would be proud of. But every time, I came up short of greatness. Eventually, my wife had enough.
You're always in here. What about spending time with Rose?
Countless nights went on. I was so close to completing my greatest accomplishment yet. A robot that could handle all day-to-day chores so that I could finally spend time with my family. But suddenly, it went haywire and attacked Rose again. I shut it down, but it was too late. The damage was done.
This is the last straw. I'm leaving and I'm taking Rose with me. You will never see us again. Your machines are worthless.
They left me.
So you want to prove to them that you can also make great things, not just evil ones.
Yes. That way Rose will see that all the time I wasted was for her. She will be so proud of me.
Sorry to bring this up, but Rose hates you. She told me herself.
You've seen my Rose. How dare you speak for her? You're going to die now. Say hello to my latest killer robot.
The scientist fled as I was stuck dealing with his stupid bot. Bring it on, dummy. The giant robot had gravitational powers and could suck me in just to strike. And it could shoot energy orbs at me. Luckily, I was able to fly over them. But when it would summon void cores, I couldn't always dodge. Ow, ow, yeah! It took a while, but I finally defeated the robot with one final strike with my sword. After the fight, I hurried back home so I could warn Rose before things could escalate even worse. On days 34 through 37, I eventually made it back and found Rose waiting. Hey, I'm back!
Oh, there you are. What happened? Did everything go all right?
I told her all about running into her father and what happened. I told him how you felt. He was so angry. He tried to kill me with another new bot of his.
He did what? Oh, I hate that crazy man. Did you manage to get any machinery at least?
I sure did. Come on, help me build this makeshift lab.
You got it.
Rose and I got to work building the shell of the lab out of a bunch of different polished stone. We worked hard and filled it with all sorts of advanced appliances. After a few hours, we placed the last few pieces and the makeshift lab was complete. She's all done. What do you think, Rose? Rose stood silently for a bit before answering me.
This will work. In the meantime, why don't you go get some tool upgrades while I figure some things out here?
Sounds like a plan. Take care, Rose. I set off to the mines to locate some diamonds, and I found enough to make an entire diamond tool set. I got myself a sword, a pickaxe, and an axe. Hehehe. The scientist will regret finding me next time. As I left the mines, I heard some weird crying noises coming from what sounded like a robot in the distance. So I went to investigate. What's going on here? I saw a cute little robot toaster weeping, so I made sure to give them some support. Hey, buddy. You're not alone. What's wrong?
This message was brought to you by the mad scientist.
Suddenly, the little toaster guy blew up, causing me great damage. Ah! He's taking advantage of my kindness. He must be stopped. For the days of 38 to 41, I made it back home, and Sputnik was there. Hey, how exciting! It's so good to see you.
I wish I felt the same way.
Oh, what? Is something wrong?
I was just sitting in my home when I heard a loud bang. And what I witnessed was an atrocity. What's going on out there? Oh no! The mad scientist has discovered Scrap City! I can't stay here. So long, Scrap City. There was nowhere for me to go. But then I remembered you. So I've been traveling non-stop to find you.
Sputnik. Well, I'm glad you found me, Sput. You've had a tough journey. Tell you what, let's build you a nice home. One better than your last. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
I began building Sputnik a new home made out of polished stone. I then decorated the inside with a bunch of gears and gadgets to make it like a nice cozy home. What do you think? Looks nice, doesn't it?
I love it. It's perfect.
Rose came out of the lab in a hurry. Panic was written all over her face.
We don't have much time. Let's get you some upgrades.
Without hesitation, I followed her into the lab. On days 42 through 45, Rose was telling me that she had been doing a ton of research while I was gone. Nice! Tell me what you came up with.
Well, first, by reversing the polarity of the neutron flow within the motherboard CPU, I discovered that you could actually...
I couldn't understand a word she was saying. Rose might as well have been speaking an entirely different language. Quick, say something, Bronzo. You're just standing there. Cool. So that's a good thing, right?
Well, yes and no. It does have a small chance of killing you.
What percentage are we talking about?
60% you live, 40% you die.
That's a high chance, Rose!
I mean, comparatively speaking, those are pretty good odds. Listen, my father won't stop causing harm. I heard about what he did to Scrap City. We need to take these chances, or our odds will be worse.
Okay, let's do it. There was a bunch of sparks from the electrical explosion, but it gave me a major upgrade. I was now able to fly without having to recharge my battery. I'm flying so high. Look at me go, Rose.
Aha! I finally found you.
What? How? What did you do?
I put a tracker on your little friend Sputnik. Rose, what are you doing here?
Trying to stop you, Dad. You've gone mad ever since I was a child.
You shouldn't be here. It's too dangerous.
The human cyborgs came out and started attacking. Rose, Sput, and Blaze helped me fight. Eventually, one of the cyborgs killed Rose. It all happened so fast, and I had to keep trying to save my other friends. No, Rose!
I have nothing left to live for now. My sweet Rose. Initiate Phase 3. Destroy Minecraftia.
I watched the scientist leave, and during my sadness, I cleaned up all of the fire and noticed that he dropped a paper with some odd symbols on it. What does this all mean? On days 46 through 49, we made a memorial service for Rose. I'm really gonna miss you, Rose. You were gone too soon. I hope you know how special you were to me. Everyone in the service was mourning over Rose, and all the sad faces made me want to take a step away to breathe for a bit. I need to clear my head, guys. Be back later. I decided to go mining to find some diamonds, and luckily I found several of them, enough to build an entire diamond armor set. Hey, what's that over there? While I was down in the caves, I found another one of the scientists' labs, and there was a robot that looked like it had been shut down for a long time. Let me see if I can power it up. I tried working on it, but it just glitched out. I'm sorry, Rose. Oh, I need to find a way to fix all of this. That's it, Dr. Fix. I then headed out of the caves, ready to find Dr. Fix, who I knew could help me. On days 50 through 53, I headed back to the lab and scouted the area. I need to make sure the scientist isn't anywhere around here. I found a secret passage that I didn't notice before, inside of a tree. Ooh, okay. I should definitely go in here. I just need to be as quiet as possible. I found a brand new laboratory area, and there was so much going on, but I didn't notice someone was watching me.
Back again so soon?
Oh, hello, Dr. Fix. I need your help.
Why would I do that, dear boy?
You know what the scientist is doing, don't you? It's all wrong.
You're right, my robot friend. I can't do this any longer. The money isn't even worth it anymore.
Well, what are you going to do to help?
You know what? I think you need someone to help you become a better fighter, and I know someone who could help you.
I could really use some improvement in my fighting skills. Where can I find them?
You're gonna have to make your way to the jungle planet. Look for the Momon. He's the best mentor you can find.
How in the world will I make my way to the jungle planet?
Well, I know about a special teleportation device you can use to get there.
I'm sensing a butt coming.
But it requires a power core, something we do not have.
So how do we find one? Dr. Fix led me up to a meeting room where he explained everything to me.
Crystal nodes dot this landscape. They are remnants of a long-forgotten civilization. You've seen things like this before, haven't you, my boy?
Like those underground chambers?
Precisely. These same civilizations trained a class of warriors with these dungeons accessed only through crystal nodes.
But what does that have to do with this device you're talking about?
The power core fragments that can be found in these complexes can be repurposed to power the device. With this device, you can follow the mad scientist through interplanetary travel.
I'm on it, Doctor. Just hang tight. I'll be right back. For the days of 54 to 57, I searched the overworld of Minecraftia for one of those dungeon nodes. Could that be it? It looks really cool. I approached the node, and once I got close, I began investigating it, but accidentally activated it and got sent into the dungeon level. Whoa, what is happening? Danger could be lurking around every corner. I better stay on my toes. I noticed there were some safes on the other side of this lava field, so I made my way across by floating over. Nice, some core fragments. I'm still gonna need more in order to get the teleporter core at full power. I kept exploring and found a vertical section that required parkour to ascend up, but luckily, I could fly. Awesome! More core fragments. Next, I found an airlocked room with a mob spawning defense module, but as soon as I touched it, I began spawning tons of freaks. Oh no, not these guys. There were a bunch of cyber zombies and strays trying to battle me. I had to block their hits and their arrows. Okay, this is a lot, but I think I almost got it. After defeating the cyber zombies and strays, the airlock opened up, and I found a chest with the final core fragments I needed. All right, time to get out of here and finish the teleporter. On days 58 through 61, I made a quick stop at the base to get Blaze to join me on my journey to Dr. Fix's lab and hopefully to the jungle planet. Hurry, let's go! We headed out of the base and made our way to his lab. And along the way, I shared my plan of going into space with Blaze. So yeah, I'm gonna need to give him those core fragments. Dr. Fix!
Bronzo, I've seen you returned unscathed. Good. I trust that you have the fragments with you?
Yes, here they are. He took the fragments I had found and then used them to power up the teleportation device.
Oh, it's working. The core is at critical confluence. Get in, boy, quick.
How will I know where to find Momon on the planet?
He dwells atop the highest trees on the planet. It's full of multicolored leaves and casts a massive shadow across the land with its canopy. You can't miss it, my boy.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Wait, how will I get back?
Off you go.
Now that the device was powered up, Blaze and I used it and blasted our way into the jungle planet. On days 62 through 65, we landed on the jungle planet and traveled across it looking for Momon. I don't know about this Blaze. He looked around for so long, but still couldn't find it. Instead, we ran into some nasty jungle wasps. Watch out! The wasps began swarming and giving us poison while we tried fighting against them. Get away, you green pests! As we fought, this orange robot-like creature came to the rescue and cleared them up with ease by using some kind of laser ability. Wow, thanks for saving us. I'm Bronzo, and I'm looking for the strongest trainer, Momon, in the recommendations of Dr. Fix.
Well, you're looking at him.
Momon, it's so nice to meet you. I need your help with some training.
Of course. Follow me back to my home. This spot isn't safe for you. As you can tell, weird creatures are lurking in every corner. Come now.
We followed Momon into his base, and it was absolutely spectacular. A giant purple tree. It looked like something out of Avatar.
Here are some spare pets, my friends. Get some rest before your big day tomorrow.
For days 66 to 70, I was ready to start my training. I went to meet up with Momon, but he was nowhere to be found. Momon! Where is he? I decided to check his room and found him sleeping. Momon, wake up! It's time for training.
My bad. Let's get started.
I really hope Dr. Fix isn't playing some elaborate prank on me. We headed into a nice open area where my training would take place, and he began giving me instructions.
Alright, Bronzo. First things first, we're going to work on your agility.
Momon had me fly as fast as I could through a cluster of trees. I thought I was doing awesome until I hit a branch I didn't see. Ouch! Ugh, where did that come from?
Hey, Bronzo, watch out for the tree!
A few more trees and I finally nailed it. Next up was target practice. I got this. We spent a few hours with me hitting targets down low and up high. Even Blaze decided to try and manage to catch some of the targets on fire.
Well done, you two. Now comes the most difficult part.
That night, Momon led us back to a big clearing. It sure is dark. What's the next task, Momon?
The next task, survive.
We watched as Momon darted away and infected zombies emerged. The zombies gave me some form of nausea when they hit. I can barely see. But they were no match after all the training I had done and my lightning amulet. But after the last one fell, Momon returned.
Excellent. Training complete. As a reward, I'd like to give you these.
He gave us new tools for all our good work. Sweet! An extendo grip.
A jetpack. Blaze can fly like Bronzo now. This is most excellent.
Dr. Fix told me about you hunting for the scientist. Hopefully, these items will help you along the way. I wish you luck.
Thank you, Momon. We'll do our best. With training over and the new aids we were given, it was time to leave. On days 71 through 74, I made my way back to the portal. All right, Blaze, you're up first.
Sounds good. See you on the other side.
Blaze entered the portal and got teleported back to Minecraftia. And then it was my turn. All right, let's do this. Suddenly, an assassin started shooting at me and hit the computer. Stay back! The portal began to glitch, but luckily, I still managed to teleport away on time. Wait, this isn't the lab? Blaze, where are you? The portal then began shutting down right in front of me. No! Oh, shoot. How am I supposed to get back? I guess I'm stuck here for a little bit. Maybe there's another portal nearby. I went exploring and came across a USA flag. Maybe there's human life on here. As I wandered through the moon, I ran into some creatures that started attacking me. Aliens! I fought against the aliens as they would bite at me. They seemed like little spiders, but with ears. Luckily, I used my laser and my new extendo grip, so I wouldn't have to get too close. Eventually, I was able to kill them all. All right, let's keep moving. There seems to be a space station just up ahead. On days 75 through 78, I arrived at the space station and noticed that it was abandoned and looked broken up. It looks like there was some kind of explosion around here. Actually, explosions! As I looked around, I found a wrench, and it reminded me of the one Rose had. Oh, Rose, I wish you were still here. As I observed the wrench, I heard a voice.
Hello?
It startled me, so I shot my lasers everywhere. Who's there?
Please calm down.
Whoa, what are you doing here? And what's that weird suit you're wearing?
I'm an astronaut, and I'm trying to fix this place, but it has proven to be difficult for just one person.
Oh, I see. I think I could help.
Really? That would be much appreciated.
We began by rebuilding the space station, replacing all the glass that was broken, and adding some extra life support. Looking great. After we finished building, we closed the doors, and I heard a robot voice.
Oxygen on.
Now that the oxygen was working, the astronaut took off her helmet. Huh, you remind me of my friend Rose.
Rose? How do you know my daughter?
Your daughter? On days 79 through 82, the astronaut told me her name was Lily. She explained to me why she was here and told me more about her relationship with Rose.
As you know, I'm a scientist, and I was making countless trips to the moon for my research. One day, when I was about to leave Minecraftia, Rose asked me if she could come along on my expedition. I thought about it, knowing things could go wrong, but I brought her along anyway. Things were going fine, and Rose actually learned quite a bit while she was with me. But then we were ambushed by the Technocratic. I had no choice but to send Rose back while I stayed. They destroyed my portal and stole the moon core. Ever since then, I've been trying to get it back.
So the only way back is getting that moon core from the Technocratic, right?
Yep. I can't do it alone.
Well, you have me to help. Let's get him. But first, I have something to tell you.
Go ahead.
The scientist was attacking Rose and I with his experiments, and Rose...
She didn't make it, did she?
I'm afraid to say she didn't. I'm sorry for your loss.
I will mourn later. We have to get to that moon core.
On days 83 through 86, we made our way to the Technocratic base. When we arrived, we found that there was enemies everywhere, but the moon core was sitting just inside. I betcha it's right in the middle of the compound. We stopped and devised a plan. Okay, we need to be careful. There's lots of enemies here.
You just focus on getting to the moon core. I'll handle those techno brats.
Are you sure? Will you be okay? Lily then pulled out a minigun.
Will you be?
Lily immediately started blasting all the freaks, and I quickly made my way towards the moon core. As I got through the doors, a few of the aliens spotted me and started to attack. Take this! I took them all down quickly and got to the moon core while the rest were still occupied. I smashed the glass case it was in and grabbed it. I got it! I rushed back over to Lily, and we made our way out of the base while continuing to take out the aliens.
Good job, Bronzo. Let's get back to the moon base now.
Sounds like a plan. Go, go, go! From days 87 to 90, Lily and I made it back to the base with the moon core in tow. After a couple hours, the portal back to Minecraftia was finished.
Finally.
As we stood in front of the gateway that led back to Minecraftia, I could tell Lily was hesitating. Something wrong?
Truth be told, I'm nervous. Returning home after being away for so long, everything must be so different.
Things will be different, and that's okay. Rose would have wanted you to go back and help me stop your ex-husband.
Do you really believe that?
I know it. Cross my gears and hope to die.
You're a funny little robot, you know that?
We entered the portal back to Dr. Fix's lab, but he wasn't really there to greet us.
Doctor!
The assassin was there, and he had a blaster pointed right at Dr. Fix.
Ah, Lily, good to see you. You look well, though I wish it were under better circumstances.
Nobody has to get hurt here. Just give me what I came for, and I'll be on my merry way.
I'm not giving you a single shred of information, you buffoonish troglodyte, and neither will he.
You're really gonna die for this, man?
Just give it to him. He'll kill you.
Don't be a fool, Bronzo. My fate was decided the moment he brandished his weapon. I may die, but so will you.
What are you talking about, Doctor?
Behind every wall in this facility are dozens of explosives, each one with a wireless receiver. All I would need to do to blow you and I to Kingdom Come is send a signal.
What? Why in the world would you have an entire lab rigged to detonate in the first place?
A great scientist always has a contingency plan, my boy.
Dr. Fix pointed at a remote detonator on the wall and told me to press the button. A loud alarm started blaring through the facility.
You're insane!
No! Lily and I ran out for our lives. The ground shook as the lab continued to crumble.
Faster, Bronzo!
We finally made it back to the entrance, running out just in time. There was a final huge explosion as the lab and everything inside was destroyed. We stood there in shock as we watched the dust settle. Dr. Fix! Oh no.
I know. But his death will be avenged.
Agreed. Let's go, Lily. We then solemnly walked back towards my base. During days 91 through 93, I guided Lily back to my base. This is her. Hey everyone, say hello to Lily. She's Rose's mother.
Blaze approves.
My condolences for Rose.
Thank you. That means a lot.
So Lily, we need to figure out how we're gonna stop the scientist.
I have an idea. Don't disturb me until I'm ready.
As Lily ran off to Rose's lab, I couldn't help but get a sense of deja vu. Like mother, like daughter, I guess. I left Lily to her own devices. I went for some much needed rest to recharge. On days 94 through 96, I awoke to Lily pondering at Rose's burial site.
So this is where she was laid to rest. She always wanted the best for her friends, and so do I.
That's great to hear.
I did some research. Are you ready for some serious upgrades?
Research? Did you get any sleep?
No, next question.
Let's do this.
I'm sure you know how this goes.
As Lily worked on me, sparks slashed out, and then massive amounts of lightning struck upon me. Next thing I knew, whoa, I'm a fully upgraded robot, and I have 30 hearts now. Hey Spud, Blaze, check me out.
Whoa, that's epic, Bronzo. You would have been the king of Scrap City like this.
Blaze approves.
I think we can all agree you're ready to take on the mad scientist.
Well, there's just one small inconvenience. The portal at Dr. Fix's lab was destroyed.
I know where the scientist's lab is. I was doing some spying while you were gone.
That's great news! We'll be back, Blaze! On days 97 through 98, we continued to follow Sputnik. But as we made our way into a clump of trees, it felt like something bad was about to happen. Suddenly, we heard a twig above us snap, and something dropped down from the trees. You! How did you survive?
You really think I would die that easily?
You'll never get these notes from me.
Notes? Huh, the scientist doesn't need those anymore. He already figured out an alternative plan. No, I'm just here to see you die.
Lily quickly stepped between me and the assassin.
Don't waste your time, Bronzo. Let me take care of this creep.
Lily, no! I can't lose you like I lost Rose!
Don't worry, you won't. Now go before it's too late.
I was hesitant to leave, but she was right. I had to complete my mission. I will. Take care, Lily. Sputnik and I ran as Lily and the assassin fought. On day 99, Sputnik guided me to the mad scientist's newest base. I could tell he was worried as we approached. I'll take care of it from here, Sput. Don't you worry.
Is there any way I can help you?
There is actually. Do me a favor and make sure to like the video and leave a comment. Also, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification to be notified of new uploads.
Will do, Bronzo.
Okay, Sput. I'll miss you, buddy. Go take care of Lily and Blaze for me, will ya?
Yes, sir.
After he left, I prepared myself for the confrontation. I entered the lab and began searching for the scientist. I know you're in here. It's over. As I entered the large room, the scientist finally appeared, looking triumphant.
You're too late, Bronzo. I've already set up my teleporter, and I will be unleashing the universe's most dangerous beast upon Minecraftia.
You can't do that!
Why, yes, I can.
Before I could stop him, the scientist jumped into the portal.
Ta-ta.
He vanished, but I was determined. Oh no, you don't! I rushed into the portal right after him, not knowing what I'd find on the other side. On day 100, I followed the mad scientist into the portal, onto a strange planet.
Welcome to Menelaus, the beginning of the end.
His technology was powering a massive beacon. Please stop! You don't have to do this!
Oh, but I do. There's nothing left for me on that blasted planet.
The mad scientist activated the beacon, summoning a cosmic fiend deep from within the core of the planet. The ground shook with its presence. What in the world? It destroyed part of the base and started flying into space. No! If it makes it out of the atmosphere, it'll destroy all of Minecraftia. Blaze, Sputnik, Lily, everyone! They're all in danger.
Lily? What are you? My God, what have I done?
There's still time. It doesn't have to end this way.
You're right. If you can subdue it, I can seal it away again. Go. I'll keep in contact through comms.
I knew what I had to do. Time to save the world. With blinding speed, I flew off through the air, tailing the cosmic fiend into space. You're not going anywhere. That's right, big guy. Come to Papa. The cosmic fiend was a force of nature, utterly destroying everything in its path. Oh my gosh. Ah! Take this. Eat sword. Yeah, hit me and take lightning. From its mouth, it began shooting glowing blue fire.
Careful, Bronzo. That fire is radioactive. If you take too much damage from it, it'll fry your circuit board.
With a final slash from my diamond sword, I slew the foul creature, making it explode! Bronzo! Wait, how do I get home?